Hey guys, how are you all doing? How are you all doing tonight? I hope you're well. I just had a you can't make this shit up moment and I'm debating on whether or not to share it with you. And part of me is like, no, maybe I'll share it at the end or maybe I just won't share it. I don't know. Um you know what? It may come out in the reading. Who knows? We'll see. I'm gonna let it play, but I hope you guys are all really well. We've got all signs tonight. Let me see who's here. Leah, how are you, darling? How is the belly? I hope that you're doing well. And one dat sun lover, how are you? I'm excited for tomorrow. Neo hippie. Hey, Dave, Suiterbug. Thank you so much. John, Kelly, Zeph, you're here. Okay, guys. Well, let's get into it. Of course, this is for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I'm going to go by the elements. If the reading resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, let it go. These are general readings. And of course, if anything truly resonates with you and you need to go deeper, you want a personal reading, all the links to book your reading are down below in the description box. And we're going to start off with Earth signs. Earth signs. All right. Hey, Gary. Dusty, so good to see you. Okay, so Earth signs. I've already pre-shuffled your cards. I've been sitting here grounding my energy and we're ready to go. So we're going to take a look into the last 2 weeks of December, last reading of 2021. And let's find out what's in store for Earth signs. Oh, that's it. It's too many. We're going to see what's expanding, what's opening up for Earth signs, and what is the challenge. Ooh, okay. And what is the challenge? What is the challenge here for Earth signs? Okay. I kind of resonate with this card since I'm an Earth sign. Okay, what's opening up for you guys is the Sword. Okay, this is the truth right here. The Sword represents a new truth. It represents making a decision. It's when you make a decision to leave one reality behind to create a new one. So the Sword really acts like severing, right, through the current one to allow a new one to come through. So you guys may be having a really big decision to make that's really opening up for you, or there may be some understanding, new perspective, some kind of truth that's coming through to you. There may be also new communication of some sort, conversations. It could also be like a breakthrough. The Sword also represents like a breakthrough. So there might be some of that. Now, you guys will all get a chuckle out of this one. The card that is pulled here for your challenge is the Destroyer. I'm pretty sure I did a little bit of that this week. When I look at this card, I feel like, to be quite honest, the first thing I got from this card is, are there potential self-sabotage moments that you may be struggling trying to leave behind as you move into this new truth or this breakthrough that's maybe coming through for you? And let me go into the book for that one. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Okay, the Destroyer, the Savage, the Unexpected, the Rejected. So I feel like this may even be like a Tower moment in some ways that may be the challenge, but it could be one of those blessings in disguise. So just navigating something unexpected, something out of the blue, could be coming up for you, Earth signs. That's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So the Destroyer, the final of the 3 archetypes in the trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Culturally, we have an aversion to endings, and we hang on to the permanence as a signifier of success. Yet the Destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. It is the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover your true purpose. The destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts, as it knows not much happens in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll. The ground opens up and castles crumble. Hold on for the ride. The destroyer has arrived. Okay, guys, I just feel like it's maybe going to be a little bit of a shaky last 2 weeks of December here, last half of the month. But again, what's opening up for you is a breakthrough. So I really am actually feeling that they're working simultaneously together. So it might be a little difficult to stomach something, but it's clearly removing something from your path so you can open up to something new here. And it feels like either it's you being able to see things in a new way that allow you to move forward. Maybe there's a new conversation that starts. Or again, you're creating a completely new reality for you. And so something has to go away. So let's kind of go into the tarot here and find out what's happened in the past. What has happened in the past here for earth signs? Oops. Okay, so we have the King of Cups coming in, and we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Hangman in reverse. Ooh, yeah, okay. In the present moment. Ooh, wow, okay. We have the Princess of Cups in reverse with the Empress, Taurus Libra energy. What else is coming up in the present moment? Okay, and then we have the Prince of Swords. That's interesting because the Prince is very similar energy to the Ace. So the fact that you've got the Prince of Swords here and the Sword, which is like the Ace of Swords, is interesting. It looks like this new understanding or reality or perception is coming in, like in your present situation. Okay, in the future for earth signs. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, and then we have the Chariot in reverse. Okay, interesting. The overall energy for you is the Eight of Wands. Underneath that is the Knight of Cups. Okay. Very cool. So there's definitely something shifting fast here for you, Earth signs, with the Eight of Wands. That's really fast energy. It's my green light go card. You're getting like the green light go on something. And I want to say with the Knight of Cups here it's not in reverse, it's upright. Underneath the Eight of Wands is that you're getting the green light go perhaps on moving forward, taking action from either your own intuition or from your own like emotional fulfillment, like heart-based. Something's happening fast. It could be tied into the destroyer energy here, where there's something unexpected that's kind of shaking the foundation that you're standing on right now. But in the past, we have the King of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Hanged One in reverse. So what I'm seeing is you're holding on to a lot of love here in the past, earth signs, like a lot of emotional stability. Perhaps your intuition was just really spot on. Or you're dealing with someone who you love very deeply. But with the Seven of Swords here, I am getting a little bit of either betrayal or kind of self-sabotage is coming in here in the past. But with the Hanged One coming in reverse as well, I feel like this kind of birthed some new enlightenment for you. Like it's like, you know, with this particular Hanged One, I love it because it's when this one's hanging from the lotus, right? And they're in the mud. And the enlightenment comes when you're in the darkness, right? Where everything's just not very nice. And so you may have had to go through something really tough, either, again, some kind of betrayal or lies, or something just wasn't as you thought it was going to be. Could have even been self-sabotage. But in the end of it, though, it did provide you with a new perspective or a new way of looking at something, some kind of enlightenment here. In your present situation, you have the Princess of Cups in reverse, the Empress, and the Prince of Swords. With the Princess of Cups here in reverse, I don't know if there's going to be a delayed apology here, if this is the case, or maybe there's no need for an apology. But it feels like it's interesting because you've got really good energy here in the last half of December with the Empress and the Page of Swords. It's like whatever this is, it could be a delay here on the Princess of Cups, where there could be some kind of, you could be waiting on some kind of communication or news around either a dream, like something you, like part of your dreams, your soul dreams, or perhaps even within from someone you care about. But the Empress is showing me, though, that you're in a very magnetic place, Earth signs. It's like you're drawing energy towards you in a very fertile way. It's like it's as if whatever enlightenment you got here in the past, it's almost contributing to a rebirth or some kind of birthing here for you that has quite a bit of a more abundant frequency with it. And with the Page of Swords, I want to say you're like super curious about it. Like the Page of Swords, you're either going to be receiving messages or communication around this, or you're going to be really wanting to learn more about something you've learned back here that's kind of like a new thing. And you just want to kind of dive in. Just kind of get your nose into the information or whatever it is that you want to learn more about. Now, in your future, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and then the Chariot in reverse. This is very interesting energy. It's like there's definitely a release here of a heavy burdenous cycle, okay? Like you're letting go of some heavy shit, okay, that's been around for a while. And then you have this really kind of fast, impulsive energy to go for something, to taking action. And at the same time, there's like a dead stop with the Chariot here in reverse. So I'm wondering if you're wanting to go forward, but then the overall movement isn't allowing for it in some way. Like it may be a timing issue. We'll clarify and find out. So let's see. About the Eight of Wands. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Why is this here as the overall energy here for Earth signs? Oh, geez. Oh my. Okay, wow. So clarifying the Eight of Wands is the Knight of Cups again. That's what's under it. And then you've got the Devil in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So, wow. It's like, you're shedding something here, Earth signs. You're really shedding something. You're shedding an old kind of part of way of being, perhaps, or just something within your reality or is just falling away. And it would be something that used to feel really good, but it's just not what you want anymore. It may have been something you wanted in the past, and it may have, I think it feels like it served its purpose and it's time to move on. There may have also been some kind of stuck energy or some fears around this that you have been holding you back. But I see though that right now there's an opportunity here for you to actually like lean in and move with a lot of heart energy. There's a lot of action here. For some of you, this may be someone you care very much about who's either going to be reaching out to you or you're wanting to reach out to them, and really not focus on the things that have caused problems in the past. It feels like there's either like you're letting something completely go, or it's just some kind of it's some kind of stagnancy that was around either a relationship or something along those lines. You know, I'm going to say this. I'm getting a little bit of codependent energy here, especially with the Nine of Cups and the Devil both being here in reverse. It feels like there's a shedding here of codependency in some way. So really kind of coming more into your own or realizing, again, I don't know if the codependent behavior up here with the Seven of Swords may have been self-sabotaging behavior, whether it was you or someone else, or maybe it was some kind of illusion or betrayal of some sort. But it feels like there's this movement forward away from codependency. So tell me about the King of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay. We have the Two of Cups and the Strength card in reverse. Okay. So we might be talking about an important connection here, not necessarily love, but we could be talking about a pretty important connection to you, someone in your life who means a lot. However, there was I don't know if someone's just not having the strength to really no, I don't get that. There's something here that was not, there was like a weak link here in the connection. A weak link. There's definitely a lot of love and a strong connection. And again, that could be a friendship, but it's just someone who you really strongly connect with. But there's a weak link. So it feels like it's kind of like around the Seven of Swords. So what's the Seven of Swords? Again, if this isn't about a relationship, this could be also about you trying to bring something together. Like it could be a project, or it could be something related to business. Whatever it is, it's very emotionally fulfilling to you. Like you really want it. But there's something there's a weak point there. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles on the Seven of Swords. Tell me more. Oh, wow. And there's that Hang one again, the Hangman coming up again in reverse. Okay, so there may have been this desire to kind of either work with someone or do something with someone because this is about laying like proper foundations, the Three of Pentacles, or this could just again be about you working on your own skills or something that's important to you that will take you to another level of achievement. But it feels like something went wrong here, but it did bring in a sense of it's like something else was seen, something that wasn't able to be seen showed itself, and it's like there was some kind of illusion or something here that broke through, and it was around possibly working with another person, or maybe it was in this relationship where you have this really strong connection. Tell me about the Hang one in reverse. Tell me about the Hang one in reverse. Yeah. Okay. What do we say? Gotta let go of something. We got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It came to your awareness, Earth signs, that something needed to be let go of. You were either holding on too tightly to something, and if you were holding on too tightly to something, it feels like some kind of non-truth, some kind of illusion. Perhaps you were betraying your own self by seeing something in one way, because we've got the Hanged One here twice. And of course, the overall energy that's opening up for you is the Sword, which is all about like a new perspective. So like there's a lot of new perspective energy that's already come out in your reading. Something needed to be let go. Can we, what is this Four of Pentacles? What is this Four of Pentacles in reverse? Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. Sorry, two fours. Wow. Needed to go within. Needed to go within. Needed to see within. Needed to perhaps even retreat in some way. But it feels like there was something needed to be let go so you could work either on you or something came to you through some sort of reflection or meditation or just taking time away from something. And it became very clear to you what needed to be let go. So what is this Princess of Cups in reverse? What is this Princess of Cups in reverse in the present situation? Wow. Oh, woo, okay. You got a lot of your cards that are coming up double, like a lot. You had the Knight of Cups here. You have the Hanged One here. And now you've got the 10 of Wands in reverse, which is, it's over here. And you've got the 8 of Wands coming up, which is over here. Okay. There is a dream or some sort of heart opening here that has been put on hold, and it feels like when the burden is lifted, everything moves quickly. There is something here that is heavy on someone's heart or just heavy in general that needs to be lifted, and when it does, that's when things start to move. This could be just you gaining momentum. It also could be, the 8 of Wands often talks about just getting a lot of clarity, right? Like getting a lot of clarity around something. But again, it feels like a dream or something where the heart's trying to open and it's been kind of shut down or closed in some way. Maybe it's been delayed. But it feels like that might change though in the last half of December. So what's this Empress? I want to say the how it gains momentum is by letting go of a very heavy burden, Earth signs. Something you've been carrying for a long time. So the Empress card. The Empress card. Whoop. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Tell me more. Ooh, okay. And the Three of Cups in reverse. I wonder if, especially since we have this Destroyer energy as the challenge, I think you're having a hard time bringing something to a close, really putting an ending to something. And I want to say that it doesn't necessarily have to be the whole kit and caboodle that comes to an end. It could just be something about it. Maybe it's just an approach or a belief, you know, but it's a big deal because it rocks your foundation and it changes the whole game for you. And so what I see is that you're really in this place of empowerment, of really understanding your own value, realizing how much you deserve. But I think that there is something that you're not feeling completely confident about or really sure on how to approach this, on dissolving this. There's something difficult that I feel like you might have to face here with that Three of Cups in reverse. It may involve someone else or more people. What it could also just be that there's something that's going to be upsetting in general. But it's coming as a result, though, of you coming more into your own prosperous power. And I say that in a sense of knowing what you're worth and knowing what you want to create and birth into this world right now, like what you want for your reality right now. So what's this Prince of Swords? Wow, okay. So we have the Eight of Cups in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles. Gosh, you're having a hard time. You're having a hard time, Earth signs, walking away from this, whatever it is. But you're seeing something long-term investment ahead of you. You're seeing that whatever it is, it's like a big commitment. You know, I feel like you're really kind of seeking something out here where it's a little bit new, but it has a long-term potential to it. It's got, again, some kind of it would bring in a big achievement for you, possibly even some kind of financial stability. And I just keep hearing like you want this, but in order to have it, something else has to go. Okay, what's this 10 of Wands in reverse? Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful story. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Page of Cups. So there's your page that's in reverse is here. So you do, look at this, the page fell on the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Wands fell on the Page of Cups. That's so beautiful. There's a big transition happening here for you. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to feel great for you only because it's so hard to let go. I just want to reiterate, Earth signs, that when you're letting go of something, you are not necessarily losing something. You are opening yourself up to a reality where you can gain so much more. And I see that, especially with your 10 of Pentacles here. Now, what I'm seeing is what you're wanting to release is, it feels to me like either some kind of lower emotional frequencies or having your whole like intuition or heart shut down. And what you're wanting to move into is some kind of security and stability where you feel very successful. And when you do this, it does start to open up that Page of Cups that's in reverse up here. So it's, I mean, the cards, the way they're all coming out is quite amazing, to be quite honest. So there's just a common theme that just keeps coming out over and over again here. Let me just see what the Knight of Swords is. So whatever this is that you're opening up to, it's got stability to it. You're going to feel actually really successful in it. You're going to feel, it's almost like elevating you in a way of status. And that just means like either people are going to see you differently or you're just going to feel like you're taking yourself to a whole new level. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Okay, we have the Death card in reverse, which is having a hard time letting go. Okay. Okay, tell me more. Okay. And we've also got the 3 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. It feels like you really want to rush into something. Like you might feel very impulsive in the near future, like in the early new year here. And what you're wanting to rush into is something that you see in your future as very much tied into even your own soul contracts. It's kind of like a soul purpose. For some of you, this is like, again, like it's about this soul connection that this may involve like a really important soul connection. But the Death card is here in reverse. And that means that there is still this element of fear of the transformation, fear of what it means to go there. What are you leaving behind? It's almost like, I want to say there's an attachment to the old reality still. Scared of the new reality will be able to give you what you need it to, even though you know the new reality is what is where your soul's calling you to. So what's the Chariot? The Chariot in reverse. What's this? Oh no. What else is on this Chariot in reverse? Ah, okay. Okay, message received. Okay, you got the Seven of Swords again and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Earth signs, you need a strategy. You need a strategy. You can't just kind of wing this. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not an element there where you may want to just kind of go for it in some way, but you cannot procrastinate. You need a strategy. That's what I'm getting from the Seven of Swords. And the message is that until you get your strategy in place or some kind of planning, okay, that's what's going to slow you down. So if you're moving forward, heart's opening, you're really wanting to do this, but then like it gets stuck, it looks like it's coming down to procrastination. So don't do that, Earth signs. Like really set. I mean, look, we're going into the new year, right? You're going into 2020. This is where you really want to set your intentions for the new year, really lay out what it is you want to achieve. Where do you want to elevate yourself? What goals did you maybe set for yourself in 2021 that you still yet have had to achieve? Or like, are there new ones? What is it that you need to do? And I think there's like this element of like, we're getting really clear because there's something that's really opening up for you here. Because the old foundation of something is kind of crumbling so that you can rebuild something new in its place. All right, Earth signs. So that is my reading for you. I hope that gives you some guidance going into the new year. We're going to move on to water signs next. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, let's shuffle up the cards. How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, Emma. Timeless Soul. Hello, how are you? Toby. Tim. Good to see you guys. Water time. What is in store here for my water signs for the last half of December? Last reading of 2021. You're welcome, John. Hi, Anna, you made it. One more cut here. Okay. These are pretty big cards. Here comes the wave. Last half of December for water signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. one more cut. No, I lied. One more cut. Okay. All right. So let's find out what's opening up for you. And what's the challenge here, water signs? All right. What is opening up? Okay. Oh my goodness. You guys had this last time. I'm positive. Okay, what is the challenge? Oh, okay. Oh my. All right, so you guys got the siren. I'm pretty sure you guys got this last time. So the siren is that call from deep within, like you can't escape it. It's alluring you in, it's pulling you in. You have to follow it. You may get lost in it. You may not come up for air for a long time, but you're just feeling really called to something, or something's going to be calling you. You're just going to be feeling very pulled into something. The challenge for you is the desert. Okay, so the desert, this archetype, I feel like there might be this, a little bit of this energy of feeling kind of just alone, right? But also there's a huge transformation that happens in the desert because you are alone. You're literally, there's nothing there around you, nothing that really totally supports life. It's just you and the sun and the sand and the elements, the air, that's it. And oftentimes when we're in the desert, though, when we make that journey, that's when we hear God within us. That's when we get those messages. And I'm wondering if you're feeling very called to do something along those lines, or you're feeling called even just to go a little bit deeper into your own journey, your own meditation, your own healing, whatever it might be, to kind of really get more clarity on how your soul is trying to communicate to you or God. And that's like a challenge for you. Let me just kind of go into the book really quickly here and see. Okay. The drought, the wasteland, the badlands. The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for said solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and existential dread. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading with life to get back to normal, to become animated by the simple pleasantries of day-to-day life. The desert offers no such comfort, and all must pass through it. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert, knowing you will someday reach water again, there you are, water signs. You can tap into the potent energy of the landscape. Its lights are blindingly bright, and its darks are terrifyingly deep, which makes for unbridled creativity and clairvoyant visions. Truths reside in the desert that otherwise remain hidden. The crows, the shadows, and the coyotes. Okay, my short distance vision isn't exactly fully stable yet. The coyotes' call surround you. Let the winds and sands work their deep magic. Wary traveler. So, okay, water signs. You, again, it feels like you're needing to go perhaps into some of your shadow work, like really kind of go to where you haven't been going. It's interesting because I'm feeling like there's a part of you that's feeling this deep call, but with the deep call also comes the challenge of the desert. And it's scary. So let's kind of, let's go into this, water signs, and find out. What has happened? Is this still live? It looks like it's still live. I just haven't seen the chat move since I started, so I just want to make sure that we're good. It looks like it's all going. Okay, what has happened in the past here for water signs? What has happened in the past for water signs? Okay, we have the Temperance card in reverse. We have the Justice card. Wow. We have the Lovers in reverse. Damn. Sagittarius, Libra, and Gemini energy. All in your past. All major arcanas. Okay, present situation. Okay. You have the Three of Pentacles with the Two of Cups in the heart of your spread. Wow, okay. The Fool card in reverse. And in the future, we have the Five of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Prince of Swords. Okay, overall energy is the Ace of Wands in reverse. And underneath that, ooh, is the Emperor. Okay. Wow. Big energy here in your spread, water signs. So there is something that you really want to start, like ignite. Something that it could be some kind of passionate or creative endeavor. It could be something that really kind of gets your juices flowing. But there's some kind of delay. But with the, oh, look at that, Ace of Cups underneath that. With the Emperor here underneath it, it's like it's showing that so it's like someone wants to really kind of make this all happen. It could be you, but it's not. And you're trying like really hard. Like you're ready to take action. You're ready to execute whatever needs to be executed. It's almost like I think you even have a plan or you've thought about it. But for some reason there's a delay around it or there's some kind of block around this new beginning. Now in the past we have the Temperance card in reverse, the Justice, and then the Lovers in reverse. So for some of you, I am seeing that this may be, again, another connection for you. That is, it feels like there was a lot of frustration in the past, that things just weren't balancing out. They weren't, they just weren't fair, or I just feel like they weren't balancing out. And there's a lot of frustration around this, and there may have been some kind of separation between you and this person. Things just weren't on the up and up because of that. For others of you, it feels like you're very impatient on waiting for things to finally go in your favor. But it's feeling though like it's just not coming together. In your present situation, however, it feels like that starts to shift. So in the last half of December, what I'm seeing is there's a lot of building energy here. There's laying the groundwork, working together. And with the Two of Cups, it looks like, you know, whatever this is, if it's another person or something that you've been trying to work on, it feels like it's coming together. There's like movement around here that's bringing, again, just union energy. However, the Fool card is here in reverse, so it feels like there might be some risk involved here, and either you or the person that you're dealing with might not, there's like trepidation or uncertainty of completely going in a new direction here or starting a new journey together. Or this might be just like your own journey that you might be, again, working with other people, or you're just, again, Three of Pentacles, working on your own self, your own skills, you know? And again, this desert energy, it feels like there's still some work to be done, because I'm seeing it in your future. With the Five of Cups, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and then the Prince of Swords. So there's this kind of grief or sadness or something that's coming up here in the future, and it's around not taking action. Or maybe not having the confidence. But at the same time, there is a newer energy here where there might be either new communication, new messages received, or just a new thirst for learning more, like wanting to understand more, get to know this. So let's kind of go into the details and find out. So tell me more about this Ace of Wands for water signs. What is this Ace of Wands? Yeah. Okay, the manifestation. The Magician. What else? Whoa. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Wands. Okay, again, it's just the same thing. Like you're trying to manifest something. It feels though like you are out of options, or it feels like you don't know what else to do. You know, like what else can I do here? I've been trying everything. And then you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it just feels like you're trying to kind of, whatever this is that looks like you're going to be starting to build in the last half of December, the overall energy of why it's blocked is because it's not, it feels like there's an aspect of this energy that isn't kind of coming to the table. And it's like someone isn't fully coming to the table and someone else is, or there's an aspect within what you're doing, you're not fully getting that energy that you need to fully execute. However, we've got the Page of Wands here as well, and that's also Ace of Wands energy. So there's some kind of excitement here or burst of creativity that does kind of come in for you. You might get some, it looks like there's again, I want to say a breakthrough of some sorts, but it's like you can't, you're so pulled to this. Like you want it. You really want it. It's that siren energy. So tell me about the Temperance in reverse in the past. Okay. You have the Devil in reverse. Tell me more about the Temperance. Okay. The Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like you're so frustrated in the past that you feel like the only thing that you can do is like give up in order to kind of get out of this state of either feeling stuck or it just feels like there might be even some shadow work here that is trying to come through. But it feels though that overall there's just a lot of frustration to the point of like, I just want to give up. Like it's just not working. It's not working. I just want to give up. So tell me about the Justice card in reverse. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Tell me more. And the Four of Swords. It definitely feels like there was a retreating energy here of needing to go, like either be on your own. But it's like you're really wanting things to balance out, or you're wanting some kind of justice, or perhaps there's an important decision that you had to make here in the past, and you needed to kind of like move past some kind of fear or anxiety and just really go within around that all. Tell me about the Lovers in reverse. Woo. Okay. Well, we have the Hierophant in reverse and the Five of Swords. Someone wasn't ready to, again, show up to the table. They weren't ready to take their seat at the table or bring their portion of the potluck. Whether it's a relationship or just like some kind of involvement with another person, or in, again, just a situation. There seems to be some kind of self-sabotage that happened here in the past. Someone wasn't being honest with themselves, and it could have even been like a fear of commitment or not wanting to commit, or but it was self-sabotage that was kind of guiding it all. Okay, tell me about the Three of Pentacles we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. Whatever this energy was, there's a lot of overwhelm, or someone was very overwhelmed, and it feels like they're finally like walking away from that and actually ready to show up. There's this energy of really being able to show up here. It could be you, water signs. It could be someone you're dealing with. But it would have been like there was this balancing act. Again, it's like that idea of things just aren't balanced. Things aren't possibly even reciprocal, or it's just like it's overwhelming. Whatever it is, that's what's getting kind of left behind. Like someone's ready to walk away from that because it's no longer serving them, and they're ready to kind of do the work or show up and build something. So what's this Two of Cups? We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like, there's this really very, it feels like the self-sabotaging energy, whatever that was, it was like that energy is now realizing that, it feels like they weren't nurturing themselves. Someone wasn't taking care of themselves or really doing what was best for them, and just realizing that that's not what's going to get them what they want. You know, like they're just kind of finding themselves in this constant place of just, I'm never getting what I want. It's never working out. And somehow that's bringing this connection together. It feels like someone's having an epiphany in some ways. And it feels like the person who self-sabotage was feeling this pull, you know, towards this, but also really scared because it was going to like pull, maybe like, you know, there's something here around like, it may have caused a lot of fears, or it maybe there's I don't know what if it was fear based, or the unknown, feeling lost, not knowing what direction, not knowing how to do it, you know, like just not seeing the way. And that's what kind of brought things to kind of a halt up here. So what's the Fool in reverse though? Why is the Fool in reverse? my gosh, you got to be kidding me. Okay, literally the same two cards that opened up your reading. You have the Temperance card in reverse and the Justice card exactly as they were up there. No, don't tell me that energy is returning. And that's what's holding up the start. Why? It looks like there's going to be some movement here, but then there's also like... I don't know if you're revisiting something that happened here in the past. That could be what it is too. That it's like, okay, before we can move forward, we got to talk about this. That could be what this is. Maybe someone's feeling hesitant to go all in. They're feeling a little risky because they're worried that it might happen again. Is also a possibility here. Wanting things to be fair and just frustrated, you know. Okay, tell me about this Five of Cups. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Oh, the Four of Wands. Why is that sad? The Empress in reverse. Okay. Someone here just doesn't know their own value or their own worth. And it's kind of sabotaging. It's kind of sabotaging this energy. And someone wants it, but they want it. You want it. But there needs to be some work of going in to understand someone's own value and worth. Otherwise, there's going to be some grief or sadness. Like there might even be some loss here. Or it's coming up for some reason in the future. So tell me about this Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Judgment card. You know, if this is what I'm seeing, okay, there's a lot of back and forth energy here, water signs. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is resonating with anyone, but it seems like there's movement and then there's like hesitation, and then there's some movement and then there's like some hesitation. It looks though like whatever is kind of causing some loss or sadness or grief here, like someone's kind of going to go through like worried, like, am I going to lose this? It's what I want. But, you know, it feels like someone's got to do some work. They got to go into the shadows. They got to go on that journey to get the enlightenment or to get the visions or the deeper understanding, to really connect with their soul in order to get what they truly want deep down. Now, the Queen of Wands here in reverse is telling you that someone's just not sure they're feeling almost paralyzed, or they're not having the confidence. But what stimulates all of this, it feels like there might be something that happens that is upsetting. And that is what causes some kind of awakening, like that Judgment Day, you know, where it's just like the path opens up. It's this desert energy coming to life in the positive way. So there might be something here that doesn't go according to like what either you want or someone else wants around you, but it's the catalyst, it feels like, to finally getting the awakening that is needed in order to get this going. So tell me about this Prince of Swords. Oh, cool. Okay, you got the Page of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. And the Queen of Wands, she's now upright. Okay, there's definitely some good news that's going to come through here, but it feels like you're going to be on a little bit of a roller coaster, water signs. I'm not going to lie. However, it looks like it is going in a good direction. It's just going to be a little bumpy. But there's curiosity here. There's someone actually wants to finally put in the work. You know, this Page of Coins is someone's like curious about finally doing this. And it feels like whoever the Queen of Wands is in reverse, they're finally like ready to take action and they're ready to do it. They've got the courage. They're feeling themselves now, like, and they're ready to, you know, learn. And this is the Page of Pentacles, always about like, okay, what do I need to do? I'm not going to cut corners. like, let's do this. And let's start, let's a fresh start. So it's a bit of a bumpy road here, water signs, but it does look like it will go in a good direction. So hang in there if you're the one who's being taken on a bit of a ride, or maybe someone you're with needs to be holding on. I don't know, but you'll know better. And of course, if this doesn't involve someone, water signs, then it is just something, there's dynamics within what you're working on here that where something just isn't fully showing up, and then it does, and then it doesn't, and then it finally really comes through. So water signs, that is my reading for you. All right, air signs, you guys are next. Let me have some water. All right, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're welcome. What is in store for my air signs for the last half of December? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're welcome, Anna and Dat Sun Lover. All right, shuffle up your main spread. And again, if anyone wants their own personal reading, you need to go a little deeper. Links for that to book are in the description below. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we got for them for the last half of December? With Venus being so prominent in the sky right now, coming up like to that Pluto conjunction in just a couple of days. She's about to go retrograde, hitting Pluto conjunction again. I'm not surprised that when it comes to relationships of some sort, or what you value, even like yourself, that all of that is getting transformed right now this month. There's a lot of that energy here. Okay. No, one more cut. All right. What is opening up, and what is the challenge here for air signs? Oh, I love it. Okay, and what is the challenge? Oh, interesting. Okay, what's opening up for you, air signs, is the Warrior. So it feels like you're going to get the stamina or the gumption to really kind of go for something here or really face something. You're going to be channeling that warrior spirit in something that you're doing here in the last half of December. The challenge here is the offering. So let me go into the book for that, because this is... The gift, the present, the sacrifice. Unlike many of the other cards in the deck, the offering carries a clear as day message and a call to action. As you may have guessed, it is time for something to be given and given up for the sake of the bigger picture. Okay, if nothing comes to mind immediately, though it's likely it will, take time and meditation to consider what must be offered and who is to receive it. It's likely you'll feel attachment and hesitancy. You'll make excuses, but recognize the link between the word sacrifice and the word sacred. One leads to the other. When we offer up something to the greater good, we lighten our load and become more able to serve. Imagine for a moment if you were to offer your whole self unconditionally to the world. For now, start small. So what I get from that, air signs, is that there is something here that, again, needs to be let go of. I think there's an attachment to that may be, again, difficult, kind of similar to what earth signs went through. But you're also being called to, like, let me just look at the bigger picture, though. You know, like, it's okay to have to sacrifice something in order for the greater good of whatever it is. It's your path, it's your mission, maybe it's your job, or it's a relationship, an event, something here. And what's really opening up is I think you're finally getting ready to face that, and you're kind of putting your warrior pants on and ready to go. So that's what's your challenge. So let's kind of see, air signs, what's happened here in the past. What has happened here in the past? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Strength card in reverse. Okay. Ooh. And then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. Coming into the present. We have the Eight of Swords. The Six of Cups in reverse. Judgment. Love it. And in the future for air signs, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Cups. Okay, that one. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. That's funny that that's coming up with the offering here in your challenge. Because I also get like, it's kind of sense like, can I receive something? Can I not? Is there equal give and take? Okay, so your overall energy is the Hermit in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse underneath it. Okay. There is, there's something I feel like you're, how do I say this? Oh God, the Tower is underneath the Knight of Swords. we'll just kind of push that back and pretend we just didn't see it. Okay. It feels like you're avoiding going within air signs about something. And there may be like some impulsivity where you're just like doing things without thinking about it. Like there's that kind of energy here. Perhaps not fully following what you're being called to on an inner level, you know, that inner knowing. It's almost like you're avoiding the inner knowing and still trying to do things the old way. I get this energy of like just trying to throw like spaghetti at a wall and just hope something, like what's gonna stick, like what's gonna stick. That's what I'm kind of getting as your overall energy. And it's coming from this place of, it feels though like what you really need to do is just take a breath, tune in, because the answer is right there. Now, the Queen of Swords, the Strength card in reverse, and the Two of Swords in reverse is in your past. So it feels like you may have actually got a dose of what this inner knowing is. Like you were receiving downloads like about some kind of truth here. But for some reason, with the Strength card here in reverse, I don't know if you had the courage to really face those downloads or fully understand them or do what you were being called to do. And with the Two of Swords here in reverse, what I'm kind of getting more is that, you know, this can sometimes talk about kind of finally seeing what you need to see, but I'm not getting that energy. I'm getting that you were increasingly at a stalemate, you know, even more of a block. Like just uncertain of which way to go or uncertain of how to do this and just feeling very overwhelmed by it. And what I'm seeing in your present situation is a little bit more of that energy, but it's leading you to an aha. It's leading you to the awakening. So you have this Eight of Swords, Six of Cups in reverse, and then the Judgment card. So it looks like you're kind of in your own way, air signs, in many ways. Like you're either overthinking something, you're trapped in your own head, you're just kind of going over and over and over. And I want to say the problem here is that you can't let go of something that happened in the past here that you don't like. With the Six of Cups here in reverse, it's like something bad happened in the past and it's somehow related to this, that you know you're needing to move in a certain direction, leave something behind. I'm wondering if even if it's about, somehow this is playing a role. It could be something from your childhood coming up here, like past childhood stuff is coming up around really having the courage to follow whatever downloads you got or information or inner knowing that you did get in the past. However, somehow there's an awakening here in the last half of December. Like you really align with your spiritual path, or there's something that happens here that helps to align you. It gets you on that path. And I see actually a lot of positive energy coming through after that, because in your future, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So we'll kind of check and see what that is. But it looks like you're going to be gaining stability. You're going to be gaining some level of success here. There may be also another person that is involved in some way that is part of something that's bringing in more emotional fulfillment for you. A lot of heart energy. But with the Six of Pentacles in here, the energy isn't exactly balanced. And I want to say, it feels very much tied to this Offering card. It's like something has to be given, but also something has to be received. Are you able to receive? Okay, let's see. Let's go into this. Tell me what the Hermit is all about here in reverse as the overall energy. Okay. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So you're wanting to start something new, but you're trying to like do it the old way. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, like something that would bring you stability, something that would bring you a lot of success. Possibly it's something to do with your money, your resources, your finances. But it feels like the reason why it's not getting off the ground and that the energy is blocked is because you're not following the truth that came in here in the past. You're still trying to do it another way. It's like, no, well, maybe I know better. You know, it's kind of like that energy, like, and it's only, the only reason you're doing is because it feels like there's something that has to be let go of, again, with the offering, the challenge here, in order to get the bigger picture, in order for the greater good of whatever this is for you. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. I'm wondering if you've dug your heels in at some point about something and you just weren't able to budge on it. You might be budging soon. But it's coming in with this understanding of it's for the greater good. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Ooh. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wow. And the Magician. So you had some pretty powerful downloads here, air signs. Something that would completely, it could have even helped like move things forward for you, bring in some positive change, shift your timeline in a way. It would help you manifest what it is that you want. But we have the Strength card here in reverse. There must have been something attached to this that was not as appealing. Like, or it made it, there was a difficult component to it, again, about letting go. So what's this Strength card in reverse? Ooh, okay. We have the Three of Cups and the Ten of Wands in reverse. There needs to be a burden that had to be released here with someone. You know, I feel like for some of you air signs that this involves someone else that you were at an impasse with. And it feels to me like you or the other person, I don't know who, but someone was kind of digging their heels in and was like, no, I don't want to do it that way. Or they knew it was the right way, or you knew it was the right way, but somehow someone didn't have the courage. It's just someone didn't have the courage, and I don't know why. I don't know what was so scary, what they're afraid of. And this would have been like a reconciliation of some sort, or some kind of happy event, something celebratory. Could have even been really fun. What's this Strength, the Two of Swords in reverse? Okay, we have the Temperance card and the Knight of Swords, two very different energies. And that might have been why there was such an impasse. It's like, it feels like there was some kind of transformation happening too, like some kind of deep healing that also was causing the impasse, or someone may have you may have gone deep into this, this total impasse may have spurted some deeper healing, something that was transformational, that someone really needed to go head first into. That Knight of Swords keeps popping up in everyone's reading. Okay, so tell me about the Eight of Swords here in the present situation. What's this Eight of Swords? Ooh, the Five of Wands. Yeah, so conflicting. And there's the Six of Pentacles in reverse again. Okay, this energy, air signs, if you're in your head, it's like you're so conflicted on the inside, or you're creating unnecessary conflict. And it's around, it feels to me like not being able to receive, or not knowing how to bring in the balance. You could be overthinking it in your head, like, oh, it's just gonna all go wrong. It won't work. And it feels like it's tied to something possibly from your past, even all the way to your childhood. Something you can't seem to let go of. Oh, okay, we have the Four of Wands. So this could have been a really bad breakup, or possibly a divorce of some kind, whether it was your parents or your own, or just some really kind of some event that really caused a lot of unhappiness in the home. Tell me more about this. The World in reverse. I immediately get it turned your entire world upside down. Whatever this is, and it feels like even though you're being called to do this, you've been shown the way. I think whatever way it is risks something around this resurfacing, and it's really painful. But in order for you to reach that higher place, like in order for the greater good of like your whole, whether it's like the next part of your journey, or something that you need to move forward on, this has to be dealt with. So what's this Judgment card? What's this Judgment card? Okay, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Tell me more. So fears are being alleviated here. Like, oh gosh, the Three of Swords. Fear of a broken heart. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's like whatever pain or suffering, however way that would show up for you, you're kind of like, you're getting an awakening around that alleviates your fears around more suffering or pain, possibly even a broken heart. Something kind of awakens here that you need to. And I think that's what sparks the warrior spirit here for you, air signs, where you're ready to face it. It's like you're ready to face your own demons, or you're ready to face the past, or you're ready to put the past behind you so you can face your future. What's the Queen of Pentacles in the future? We have the Hangman. And we have the Two of Swords, Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, when it comes to your own personal success, again, having that stability, it could be someone that brings you a lot of stability, okay? This Queen of Wands could be some representative of someone who brings you a lot of stability, makes your world feel solid and nurturing and all of that. Or this is just something that, you're cultivating yourself. But it looks like, though, whatever this is, there's a new perspective that I think is going to come in here, because you're not exactly still sure on how to, on what the path looks like. You're not exactly sure on what the path looks like, either with this person or whatever this is you're cultivating. Tell me about the King of Cups. So there might be a bit of a pause too, like even though you're ready to face it, like you're trying to get like a new perspective on this, see things in a new way, bring in some enlightenment further around this. What's this King of Cups? Ooh, the Eight of Wands. It feels like you're going to be communicating your heart here, air signs, in some way, whether it's just you getting a little bit more vulnerable, or even just opening your heart up to a situation, really allowing what you desire to finally come through, like not allowing the past to hold you back. Tell me more. And so you're either going to have this conversation, you're ready to have communication or conversation, or something's going to really start to move for you here regarding this. Tell me more about the King of Cups. Yeah. You get the Six of Wands. There's like a lot of successful energy. So air signs, when you really tap into your heart, and that's what it feels like. It feels like the block here is around the heart, like something painful happened that shut it down in some way. And to think whatever downloads you got that would turn everything around and help you manifest what it is that you really want or need in your life right now, meant that you would have to kind of open up more in that way. And I think that you're trying to go in it from every other different direction because that scares you. I think there's a lot of fear, but something happens in the last 2 weeks of December here that awakens you, that alleviates your fears. I don't know exactly what it is, but something kind of really kind of tunes you onto it's a very spiritual experience is what I feel like. Well, let's just see what this Six of Pentacles is about. Why is the Six of Pentacles in reverse here? Okay. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card in reverse. Okay, listen, air signs. I feel like I've got to give you a little bit of it's not a warning, but more of like advice. If this is you, okay, if this reading resonates with you, it's important that you open yourself up to receiving, okay? That you're able to receive an offer or allow the universe to just offer you something. It feels like something's trying to come in, okay, for you and get started, but it's almost like you shut it down. And it was a fear from something from your past that I think there was a lot of conflict around. You just turned off your ability to receive or feel like things could be balanced. And again, it feels like it's related to either a very unhappy moment or event that happened in your home, or it's a divorce or like an ending of a relationship of some sort. Some kind of contract ended and it totally flipped your world upside down. But you're coming to a place now where you're actually cultivating stability. You're actually cultivating that nurturing that you didn't have in the past. And when you open your heart up, you get a lot of success. If you shut it down and you don't allow yourself to receive, it just halts everything. It weakens everything. So don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Because I am seeing that that's a possibility here. So just be aware of it, because it looks like things are kind of moving in your favor. Like things are starting to kind of like gain that momentum. Like the wheel is finally able to turn. So whatever like awareness, the downloads that you got are going to really kind of come into play in these last 2 weeks of December. Okay, air signs, I hope that reading was helpful. And last but not least, fire signs, you guys are next. How was that reading for the air signs? Did that resonate with anyone? Aries, Leo, and Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is up for my fire signs for the last 2 weeks of 2021? Oh, suitor bugs. Arrow spot on. Cool. Emma, awesome. Good to hear. Fire signs. Very intense, Tracy. Yeah. All right, let's shuffle up the main spread. Aries, Leo, and Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on? What do we need to know for the last half of December? We'll go with that. All right, fire signs. Let's find out what's opening up for you. What's the challenge? What's opening up for you and what is the challenge? What is opening up for fire signs for the last half of December? Okay. Okay, what's opening up for you is the river. So, I gotta go into the book for this one, but the river, you know, it's the flow of life. It's the opening up to the flow. And I kind of, when I look at your challenge, I can see why that's what's trying to open up here for you. But really kind of being in the flow, allowing yourself to move with the energies. I'll take a deeper look into it, but what's your challenge is the heart. So having a hard time, you know, the heart is also our intuition in many ways. The heart is our portal to our connection to source. So there may be this kind of shutdown of knowing like what direction to go. And the energy here that's trying to open up is just like, let us guide you and just go with the flow kind of energy. But let me just go into the river really quickly and see what the book has to say for you. Okay. The stream, the flow, the current. There is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form without asking anything in return. The river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us farther down the stream of transformation than we planned to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. Keep in mind the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. Wow, so there may even also be, with the heart here too, there's like some part of kind of deeper emotion that's trying to come to the surface for you, but it's like the release of it would allow things to flow more for you, fire signs. So let's kind of go into the cards and get a better read. So in the past, what do we need to know for fire signs? Of course. You've got the heart here in your challenge and you open up with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. Which is basically the heart card. Okay. What else has happened here in the past? Yep, the Hermit in reverse. And the Hierophant. Okay, tell me what's coming into the present. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. The Six of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Huh. Wow. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can totally see why the river is like calling you right now. Like you got to open up to the flow just from your spread. Okay, tell me about the future. Oh, geez. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Star card in reverse. Okay, the overall energy is the King of Wands in reverse, but the underneath it is the Ten of Cups. So, fire signs, this is you in reverse. This is something that you're looking at towards like long-term happiness, something that would just light your entire world up. And you don't know how to go about getting it, or you are feeling very lost. It feels like, it feels very much, in some cases, I don't know if you have the courage to go, especially with the King of Wands in reverse, but it feels more like you're kind of feeling a bit disoriented or lost on exactly how to get it. And it feels like you're also, the King of Wands, when it's in reverse, is like it's too controlling. You know, it's just trying to control everything. And then that makes sense why you're being called to let go. You're like, just go into the flow. Like you don't have to micromanage or figure every detail out. Like this is about your long-term happiness though. And you being able to achieve more of that. It looks like there's, again, with the heart, there is some kind of guided connection here that's trying to come through to you, but it's shut down or you're not able to access it. And I think it's because you're disregarding it or you're not even paying attention to those whispers, or even allowing yourself to be connected enough to be guided. Now, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Hierophant in your past, what I'm seeing again is like just the heart is shut down. For some of you, it feels like you weren't even filling your own cup up, not taking care of you. But it does look though like there's some kind of block here in the heart chakra on opening up to something new, a new potential something here. And you're with the Hermit again in reverse, you're just avoiding that connection within for some reason. I think it's just because you're trying to control things. Like you think that you can like just work it out logically or work it out in the way that you've always done it or that you're used to or that you're comfortable with. But with the Hierophant here is telling me though that there are big lessons. This is part of your path of ascension in many ways. There's a higher learning here. You may even have a mentor around you that was trying to help you, but it doesn't feel like you necessarily took up the information or the advice, or you heard it, but you still didn't act upon it. Now, the present situation, we have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Six of Pentacles, and then the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So there's again, it's trying to like, it's the path of not knowing how to do this, not seeing the path before you. And I think that's what scares you. I thought this seems to be a theme that's coming up in a lot of the readings. is just not knowing where to start or not knowing which way to go. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is about the Six of Pentacles is also about being able to receive something, right? Like there might be some kind of offer here of help or assistance, or the universe is trying to show you something by giving you something, but there's so much overwhelm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that like you just can't get clear in your own head. But really what you need to do is open your heart. It's not about the head. It's not about your mind. So in the future, I see the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and then the Star card in reverse. You're still holding on tightly here, fire signs. You're holding on tightly, like you're covering your heart. You're not letting go. However, I have to say though, with this particular deck and this Four of Pentacles, it does feel though that while you're doing that, there is a portal of opportunity opening. There is, like, you're seeing there, it's almost like the doorway, there's a crack of light under the door, which kind of just gives you enough light to say, oh, maybe that's the door I'm supposed to go through, or oh, there's the door I've been looking for. And ultimately with the Four of Swords and then the Star card in reverse, I think you're starting to realize that you really truly need to go in. You need to connect. Otherwise, you're not going to get what it is that you truly want. You're not allowing yourself to be guided by the stars, guided by like your own dreams. But also with the Star card in reverse just tells me that there's also some healing that needs to happen. And I can see that if the heart is closed or not feeling open, then that's also what I'm seeing, that it feels like you're going to really kind of, it does feel like you're going to lean into that river energy, but I'm not sure if you lean into it. It starts to open for you in the last half of December, but I see it more getting stronger and stronger in the near future. So let's see what the King of Wands in reverse is all about as your overall energy. Tell me more about this King of Wands in reverse. Okay. You have the Moon card and the Strength card in reverse. Listen, you're not listening to your intuition. Straight up, fire signs. That's the problem. You're not allowing that divine feminine energy of the moon really guide you. And that's what's kind of, that's the weak point here, right? With the Strength card here in reverse, it's just telling me that you're trying to control everything without listening to the guidance that's trying to come through. And you're being guided towards either like something like that happily ever after kind of energy, or aspects of it, something that would make you happy in the long term. Let me see what this Ace of Cups is about, okay? Okay. The Page of Swords in reverse with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You know, it feels to me like you kept your heart shut down, even though you got some messages around being able to let go, going in with the flow, but you didn't, it's almost like you didn't believe it, or you're I don't want to say you felt like, it's not that you thought that they were lies, but it's almost like you just didn't believe it. You know, you just didn't believe in the idea of letting go being the answer and opening up your heart, you know, like just kind of let it go, like lean into it. And you just weren't believing it, but you did receive some kind of information around that, or messages, whether it was from someone you know, or just perhaps even in your own, you know, just in your own mind. So tell me about the Hermit here in reverse. Oh, geez. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So it feels to me like some of you may have children, and I think like you're just, it feels like you were not going within because you were just focusing on work, focusing on family, children. Yeah, it just feels like there's that, or for some of you it feels like that you were avoiding going within because you knew that it was going to take a lot of work with on a soul level, possibly with someone else, like a soul connection here. Someone possibly from your past was wanting to work on it, but you were like, no, you're just you weren't able to go within. So tell me about this Hierophant. There's that Knight of Swords again. Okay. I feel like with this Hierophant, there are some big lessons that are coming in around this for you. And there seems to be some disillusion or illusion around the lessons that are coming in or what you're trying to learn. Because with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, it's like not wanting to put in the effort of opening up your heart, not believing like that can be an option. Yeah, there's just no movement. There's no movement in that way. So it's almost like it feels like either someone around you, like a mentor or a teacher or someone who's like that to you, who you respect, may have been trying to show you this other option, but you're kind of just like, you're just not buying it. For others of you, it just feels like the lesson around this is you're not wanting to put in the work or learn or actually take the time to learn it, like learn. And this is, when I say that, I mean fire signs, like this feels new to you, like it's a new concept, or it's a concept that is definitely outside of your comfort zone, and it's hard for you to lean into it. So there's a lot of resistance is what I'm picking up. So tell me about the Two of Wands in the present situation in reverse. Okay, the Eight of Cups in reverse. Letting go of the things that no longer serve us seems to be another theme that's coming in. Okay, and then we have the Three of Wands. Okay. The reason why you're having a difficult time finding the right path here, or finding the path in general of which way to go, is because you're just having a hard time. You're having a hard time leaving behind something that you're doing here, or something that you're involved in that just isn't fulfilling you. And so you continue to wait and hope for things to change, but it feels like you're going to have to do something that's very different than what you've been doing all along, which feels like it's more of a control, like you're trying to control the outcomes, you're trying to control your reality. It's like you're just trying to do whatever you think you can do. It's almost like it just feels like there's too much effort. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Okay, the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, see, like there's this energy of trying to offer you something that you would really like, and it would kind of really spark something within you. I feel like it would spark new life, new hope, new energy in many ways. But you're not, it feels like though the energy is like you're needing to be able to receive it, but it feels like you're not. Like you're saying no to it. And the universe is trying to offer this to you. And you're like, no. But it feels, I don't know why you're doing that. Okay, well, I shouldn't say I don't know why. It feels like your heart shut down. Okay, tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Star card. Okay. Well. Again, you're just so overwhelmed. You're going back and forth on trying to figure out how to do this alone and how to get what it is that you want alone. And I feel like you can't do this alone. And when I say that, I mean, like, receive help. Allow the whatever help is trying to come in for you. It feels like there's some kind of assistance, whether it's just in the intuition and the guidance of just going into the flow, or something even beyond that. But you're just seems to be you're really wanting to be successful and have your own independence, and create this wish for yourself, something that you deeply desire. But you're just keep going back and forth on like the choices or the options. So what's this Four of Pentacles in the future? What's this Four of Pentacles in the future? Okay, we have the King of Swords. Yeah, see, this is what it feels like you're holding on to. Like, let me just think my way through this. Let me just logically get all the answers, and that'll be good. And you're kind of still holding on to that. Oh, yes. But like I told you, it also feels like there's a portal of opportunity coming in here for you. Like the door of the light cracks open, because now you also have the Four of Swords, okay, and the Hierophant in reverse. Now it feels to me like you're finally going to do what is unconventional. Like you're starting to actually open up to that idea. You're knowing that the way of just always thinking your way out of something, or knowing the logic way to do it. You're realizing that you're kind of holding on to that still, but at the same time, in that same breath, there is a portal opening up here where you're also going within and possibly going into that flow state that is very unconventional to you. You're not used to it. For others of you, this may be a little bit of a harsher experience, in a sense of you keep trying to do things logically and you're not learning. The lesson just doesn't seem to be working. Like it's not working, and it's only so many times you're like, well, how many times am I going to do the same thing over and over again, and it doesn't work, but I'm going to keep doing it. And then you kind of realize you need to go within. So some of you, it's going to be a mix of you on those two potentials. So Four of Swords. What's this Four of Swords? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Just want to get one more card. And then we have the Fool in reverse. Okay, so you're getting closer. You're getting closer to this new start, this new opening. It's a very new thing for you, that whatever this is. And with the Four of Swords, you are going into the flow. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse too, it tells me that you're not going to go into that self-sabotage kind of behavior, or you're not believing the lies anymore that you were telling yourself. Like, I don't need to do this. I can do this. I've done it before. Like, I'll do it again. You're going to lean in. You're going to lean in because you're no longer, you're getting closer. You're definitely getting closer here to this new start. And no longer, it's like you're starting to see the illusions of your ways. Tell me about the Star in reverse. Ooh. Okay, we have the Judgment card. Tell me more about the Star. And the Knight of Coins. Okay. It feels like this has been a bit of a slow process. It's going to be a bit of a slower process for you, fire signs. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. But it's happening and it's progressing. It feels like the thing that you've kind of lost hope on, or you just feel like, for some of you, this could be some deeper healing too, that you're going to be experiencing in the near future. and it truly does get you on your path. It allows you to make a decision, and you start to steadily put in the work. But something like there's a rebirth, there's like a new energy coming through here around something that has felt very blocked. So again, the energy the guidance that I can give you, fire signs, is that you got to lean into your own intuition. You got to allow the universe to speak to you, to kind of get out of this micromanage, kind of trying to control every outcome. Trying to figure out every detail. Like, you don't need to know all the details. There's this need to kind of allow yourself to go in the flow, because that's when the transformation happens. And it feels like it will open your heart up. It will open your heart up slowly, but surely. At least to what you want. Because the key here is, the whole reason for this reading is the blocked intuition, or you're not listening to your intuition, or you're not giving it the power that it actually deserves of the messages coming through. So that's my reading for you, fire signs. I hope that reading, I don't know if that reading resonated with anyone. But yeah, so if you guys need personals, again, links to book are in the description below. But how were the readings for everyone? Did they help? Who's the fuzzy 75 dude? or girl? I don't know. But yeah, thanks Suiterbug for deleting messages over that stuff from Monday. We're moving on. And if you haven't moved on, let it go and let it flow. Because I ain't got time for other people's judgments. No, I do not. You're welcome, Kelly. It was spot on for you too. Awesome. Yeah, guys, I'm just going to say that this has been such an eye-opening experience for me, and I've learned a lot this week. No regrets at all. But I'm realizing that there seems to be some level of entitlement that people think they have to my life choices and the way I live my life, without actually knowing the full details of my life. And, oops, I wonder if that's because I've been too transparent, but, I don't know. I think there's just a lot of projection of believing that there's only one way, and unfortunately it's just the way the messages on both sides of the aisle are being delivered. It is creating a lot of divisiveness, but it's also creating a lot of limitation on how to move forward. And working together is certainly not the answer that I think the main agenda wants for all of us. And so when we continue to not honor, the individuality, literally the freedom to choose, that is the free will universe. Our whole universe is based on that. And the fact that we are not wanting to be in the flow of a free will universe in our day-to-day living just goes to show that you are completely out of alignment with how this entire universe works. And there is a certain level of consciousness that is required for that. And it's very clear that not everyone is there yet. And that's okay. Everyone's got their own journey. Everyone's learning at their own pace, but I'm not about to take on other people's shit. So thank you to all of you who've been so supportive, and you get it. I have loved reading your comments and the emails that you have sent me and the private messages. They have really, they really helped, and it was just nice to see. I think it motivates me to know that there are many who are ready for that higher consciousness and ready to move through this reality in a completely unique and new way, one that isn't being utilized. So we've got to do something different, right? Like, the way that we've been going about it, it's not. And we just came off that solar eclipse, and I think that this is what it was all about. That solar eclipse for me, because it was in Sagittarius, it was the final one, right? And it was all about how a lot of our beliefs have been shifted over the last 18 months. We've had to see things in new ways in order to see how to move forward in our future, to see the path forward. And a lot of our beliefs have been challenged over the last 18 months. And some of mine have. And I've seen the error of some of the ways I've perceived things, and how I was going about them was not from the highest place. And I've been trying to course correct all year. And so I think perhaps not everyone was ready for that course correction, because I too was feeding into the division, and I had to recognize that within myself and own it. And so not everyone's ready for that yet. And I understand, because there's a certain level of attachment that, comes with believing that you're on the right side, and there are no sides. And that's where we have to really kind of let go of some of that programming. It's just all about doing what is best for you, and living in the highest purpose and from your heart, and trusting in your own path. All you can do is trust in your own path, and being in this free will universe, that's all we can ever really expect of one another. So I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. For all of you in my alchemy course, we are going to go into all the astrological events this Sunday, and I'm looking forward to that call with you guys. And if you guys need any other stuff, let me know, but I will probably be back with you guys next week. And of course, if you listen to the podcast with Erin Abke, which was amazing, I highly suggest you listen to it if you haven't already. But next week, I've got Rebecca Rose, one of my dearest friends, coming on the podcast Tuesday night. So I'm super excited to have her back on. She's gone through a whirlwind of a year of healing and transformation, and more memories have opened up to her from her past. Also, I think in the Secret Space program. So it'll just be really cool to talk to her, and we'll go deeper into it. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Stay true to yourselves. Don't let anyone dim your light or project their own toxicity onto you, because your light is blinding them from the truth. It is all good. It is all good. Just trust your path and just stay true to yourself no matter what. I love you guys.